Welcome to Quoting Life for Inner Weakness. In this series, we explore the trials and tribulations that teach us valuable insights about our inner selves. Join us as we navigate through the hardships and emerge stronger. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned for these transformative lessons. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches resilience, control of emotions, and calmness in the face of difficulty. The goals of Stoicism are to gain wisdom, self-control, courage, and justice. While the lessons of Stoicism can be challenging to practice, mastering them leads to incredible inner strength and tranquility. This video we will overview 10 difficult but essential lessons from Stoicism and how implementing them can help develop unshakable inner weakness. Examples will illustrate each point, and a case study will demonstrate the transformative power of living these principles. 1. Accept what you cannot control. A significant source of human anguish comes from trying to control everything. People often catastrophize and assume the worst when unexpected events happen. The Stoics taught us to accept what we cannot influence with grace and poise. Rather than overreacting, focus your energy solely on what is within your power to change. Stay adaptable to external events beyond your control. For example, if you experience a flight delay, instead of getting angry, focus on productive tasks you can do while waiting, like reading or planning for your next meeting. Accept and make the most of the situation, rather than wasting mental energy on what you can change. 2. Manage your passions. Don't let emotions control you. Instead, regulate feelings through logic, reason, and self-discipline. Remain calm under pressure by managing knee-jerk reactions. Take time to consider the most rational response. The Stoics strived to achieve apatheia, freedom from irrational passions and tranquility of mind. Don't let fear, anxiety, or anger dictate your actions. Respond thoughtfully based on virtue and wisdom. For instance, if someone insults you, a few deep breaths before reacting. Consider the most virtuous response rather than lashing out. Use reason to temper your emotions. 3. Focus on the present moment. Dwelling endlessly on the past or worrying about the future causes chronic anxiety. Practice mindfulness. Pay attention to the present. Focus entirely on the task at hand. Conversation at hand without distraction. Eliminate all outside concerns from your mind, and be engaged in the here and now. Refrain from dwelling on what you can't change about the past or hypothetical problems that may never rise. Keep your mind focused solely on the present. For example, when working, direct all your energy to the current project or problem. Don't worry about other assignments or meetings later in the day. Be fully immersed in the now. 4. Reflect on your mortality. Recognize that life is finite. At any moment, death could come. Don't take time for granted or waste this precious gift. Appreciate every day. Keep the fragility of existence always in mind. Memento mori. Remember you will die. Regularly meditating on mortality motivates you to maximize each moment and keep your ego in check. Life is a short and incredible opportunity. Make the most of it. For instance, picture yourself at the end of your days looking back. What would you wish you had spent more time with family? Expressing gratitude, pursuing dreams. Use your mortality as motivation to do those things now. 5. Conquer desires and pleasures. Avoid becoming dependent on superficial pleasures or material possessions. Practice self-denial of wants and indulgences. Control impulses for instant gratification that ultimately provide little lasting satisfaction. Moderation and abstinence strain the willpower required for Stoicism. For example, limit checking social media or eating sweets. Fast occasionally from pleasures you've come to regard as needs. Consciously decide when to indulge. Don't become a slave to desires. Direct energy to higher virtues, not fleeting pleasures. 6. Become self-sufficient. Rely on your abilities rather than depending on others. Take responsibility for your choices rather than blaming external factors. Develop resilience by facing difficulties alone when necessary. Don't make your happiness contingent on other people. Focus on what is within your control. Build the inner strength to handle challenges without help. Be confident in your self-sufficiency. For instance, if a relationship ends, focus on your emotional resilience to process the grief. Avoid dependence on others to be happy. Look within and know you will persevere and thrive, even if alone. 7. Reflect on adversity. Hardships and setbacks offer growth opportunities. Each difficulty makes you wiser and grittier. Adopt a learning mindset with challenges. Ask, what can I learn? How can I grow? Use obstacles to build character. Be like a stone cutter. Become smoother, firmer, and more polished through friction and pressure. For example, if a business fails, reflect on lessons about the market, your strategy, or managing money. Gain wisdom from failures that you'd never get from success. Let difficulties strengthen you. 8. Treat others fairly. Be just helpful and honest without expecting anything in return. Interact with others based on virtue and for mutual benefit, not for glory or gain. Treat everyone equally and with compassion. Leave your ego behind. For example, if you volunteer, do it humbly out of the goodness of your heart, not for admiration. Listen to others with empathy and patience. Practice wisdom, restraint, and benevolence in relationships. 9. Avoid consumerism and luxury. Live and reject excess. The Stoics caution that materialism erodes character. Luxuries weaken resolve and self-control. Avoid ostentatious consumerism, vanity, and decadent pleasures. Seek quality over quantity in possessions. Savor basic pleasures. For example, I favor experiences over things. Value functionality and simplicity in purchases. Spend on education, not frivolities. Derive joy from nature, family, and service to others. 10. Memento mori. Regularly meditate objectively on death. It could come at any instant. Visualize your funeral vividly. This practice motivates maximizing each day and keeping the ego in check. Recognizing life's impermanence inspires urgency. Imagine loved ones grieving your loss. Did you use time wisely? Memento mori grounds you in what truly matters. Set a daily reminder to visualize your last day on earth briefly. How would you feel looking back? Let this perspective motivate you to live each moment entirely with virtue and purpose. Keep how you wish to be remembered always in mind. Practicing Stoicism is challenging but rewarding work requiring courage, perseverance, and self-control. While the process requires continual effort, having unshakable inner weakness pays lifelong dividends of serenity. Face challenges with virtue and resilience. Treat others with compassion. Stay focused on the present moment. Maintain equipoise no matter what fortune may bring, good or bad. Live each precious day to the fullest. As Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters.